what the graphics are going to be, what's the style of the show, what's the name of the show. Generally, the name corresponds to style. What kind of feeling do I want to present in my videos? And that's a lot to sort of do. So it's always like, yeah, we're planning the next show like way before, and then by the time that show's happening, it's pretty much all we're thinking about is the next show. Then that show happens, and then it's just like next day you wake up, and you've got to announce that show, you've got to put tickets, you got to be doing all this stuff. So
no time to really bask in the glory of what you've done previously.
No time, man.
Move on to the next.
I really do really like to take moments like any chance I really can to just sort of like on those Black Label Day, especially like on the Forum Day, I think it was, like when that was happening, there was like when everyone, like I just took quite a bit of time that day to just sort of like breathe and just like, wow, like this is all happening. We're all doing this. We worked really hard to make this happen, and now we're here doing this. You've really got to do that, otherwise you'll never remember what's going on, and it'll just all sort of go into one.
Yeah, it sort of just molds all into rolls into the next show after the next stuff for the next. So.
My life kind of like my timeline of my life is like everything that happens is always like it happened 3 weeks before this event or a week after this event. That's how my calendar rolls. That's how I know everything what happens.
So let me ask you this: what's been your most proudest achievement in professional wrestling, whether it be in ring, production, whatever?
Man, Coliseum 2019 would have to be like super up there, man. 2-day event at Max Watts. We had Orange Cassidy. Man, it was. And then obviously like Matty Wahlberg, Grayson Waller won the whole tournament. He's someone who when I started training, he was also still he was just training, and we were all just sort of training. And with PWA, when myself, Lucci, Kai, we came in, Paris Silva ended up coming in as well from APWG. Quite a few APWG guys came over. We had like Jude London. We had like and a whole mix of old people. We really built we built a culture. Like I don't think we just sort of built a friendship, and we didn't build like a company. Like we really built a culture. And I think like Grayson Waller was like at the front of that culture. He was one of the main people to build that culture. A lot of people went into it. Like Jack Bonza, Robbie Eagles, Madison Eagles, and then like Ricky South, Grayson Waller, Paris Silva, Kai Drake Lucci. We all molded together to build like a culture and like such an incredible family. That to like Coliseum 2019 was like, I did like a whole 4-part documentary on it that I was way over my head about, and like it was so much work for the time I had, but I did it and I got it done. And we sort of put all of our chips into this weekend. We put so much into that, and it was just like nothing else in life mattered until that day was over. And then like Coliseum 2019, like the last match happened, went off without a hitch. Matty Wahlberg won. I remember I was holding in the tears, and then I went up and I hugged Andrew Rose. And I don't know what he said to me, but I just lost it, man. It was just like a lot of stuff had happened to sort of get to there, and then man, and it all worked. We had like a fan fest earlier that day that I have no idea how that worked and how that went so well, but man, that went well. The whole weekend, just like without a hitch, just all happened, and it was so proud of that weekend. But then, like after that, it just was sort of like everything was just like, okay, we need to go bigger and bigger and bigger. Obviously, the world ended, and everything sort of changed. But no, Coliseum 2019 is definitely like the sort of most I've sort of been proud of something. But I think like right now, if the world sort of stays sane and doesn't end again, I think shit's about to get real.
Yeah.
Like shit's about to go down. Like things are about to get really big and really intense. And I'm ready for it. I'm ready to work. I know like the whole crew is ready to go. And when we're pushing towards like some really big things. So I think the proudest thing is like yet to come. I'm definitely ready to make some really proud moments.
100%. And you mentioned PWA being a culture, and